Welcome to Stereo 3D Productions, everyone. It's time to embark on a very interesting adventure. Possibly a very long one. Yeah, that's right. We've completed a couple of Let's Play series on the channel recently, one of them being Shadow Warrior 2013, a game that was running with VorpX to have the virtual reality. And I've also completed Solus. So that made room for Let's Play series, and despite the inauguration of the VR holodeck and the series that goes with it, there's still room for new Let's Play series on the channel, especially this one. Yeah, that's right. A few months ago, I did a very rare thing, actually. I don't do this often on the channel, which is to do a first impressions of a VR game with VorpX. So this is not a game that supports first-party VR. Rather, I actually did a first impressions using VorpX. It was that good. I gave it a shot off recording, and it was like, holy shit, I gotta show people this. And I guess I wasn't alone to be very impressed, because the video was shared on Reddit and was then quite popular for the going rate of my channel. It surpassed 2,000 views rather quickly. And of course, this is a VorpX Let's Play once more, so Fallout 4 running with VorpX. So it means that at the very first part of the series, at the very beginning, we start with a settings overhaul. That's right. I'm about to show you everything you have to do to get this game running in virtual reality with VorpX and your HTC VIVE. For VR, whatever the Fallout 4 thing detected, it's not going to be very good. What you want to do is you want to open the graphics options once it's done detecting everything, and you want to change stuff by hand. What I recommend you do, and even on a 970, heck, maybe even on a 980, I recommend you start with a baseline of low on everything, and then you work your way up if you find that you can. With my 970, I could say that with okay performance, I was somewhere between low and medium on most of the effects that apply to virtual reality. In my case, I'm using a GTX 1080 now, as opposed to the 970 I was using when I made the first impressions video. So I pushed the envelope a little bit. I'm only slightly above medium. The reason being is right now I am looking for frame rate and performance more than I'm looking to max out everything and start challenging my already powerful system. Once you got your graphics configuration down, it's time to go ahead and open the VorpX configuration tool. What you're going to do is you're going to open that, and then you're going to go in the Game Settings Optimizer category. And from there, pick the Fallout 4 profile. And then you only have one thing to change. It's the first value. The FOV by default sets at 120. Change that to 125. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to work at 120, but 120 will not be compatible with the in-game settings I'm about to show. Hit Optimize Settings. That will go ahead and override a lot of the graphical settings for Fallout 4 and save you a new file that's going to work properly. I noticed that it was really difficult to get good edges in the game. The aliasing is pretty strong, and as with many new games, MSAA is not an option. It is not available. VorpX, the configuration utility, wants to set this game by default at 1280 by 1024. Most of you people, if you have a normal graphics card, go ahead and leave that, because otherwise the game is going to be challenged too much. It's actually going to push your system too hard. You're free to do this if you want. I mean, I'm showing how to do it. In my case, after I did the VorpX settings optimizer, I went into my INI file and I manually changed the resolution to 1368 by 1080. So it's a slight increase. And what this allows me to do is a sort of pseudo super sampling in the VR headset. I'm going to actually go ahead and explain that when I open the in-game settings, which we're about to do just now. Make it to the point where you're in the house and you're free to move and do what you want. Because at this point, you can stand somewhere, not get interrupted every 2 minutes, and do this. You press the delete key to open your VorpX HUD. First thing you want to do is change 3D reconstruction to geometry. Very important. If you don't have this, you will not feel like you exist inside this game world. So geometry is king. Separation, 3D strength. Right now I have it at 0.55. If you're using 1280 by 1024, this should be at 0.6, not 0.55. The HUD scale I have at 0.54, so it's kind of like a balance between small enough and readable. I'm going to be working on it as we go through the game. This is really subjective. You can go ahead and play with it and take what you like. The most important setting to look at here is image zoom. I have it at 0.75. I made you input 125 in the field of view value when we did the settings optimizer. I can go all the way to 140 over there and set image zoom to 1.0. It is a flawless field of view. However, the edges, the aliasing in the game becomes unbearable because you've got a mid to low res being stretched across the screen, and you absolutely don't need to. So what I do is I go for 125 FOV, so I undershoot by 15 degrees, and I go to 0.75 on the image zoom. So I'm taking that 1368 by 1080 or 1280 by 1024 image and crushing it on the display to sort of squeeze those edges and increase the detail density so that I can see better in the VR. And this is why I also leave crystal image on high, because it helps with that effect at getting even more apparent density. Over here I have my head tracking sensitivity at 0.55, and right now my mouse sensitivity in the game is about halfway. G3D latency enhancement is sort of an experiment I'm doing. I have 0.05 of it. It seems to compensate for some bad tracking moments. Head tracking roll and positional in this game will stay on for now. I don't have any problems with them, believe it or not. Last but not least, you want to disable mouse acceleration. I lied when I said last but not least to mouse acceleration. This is last but not least. Under image settings, G3D shadow treatment by default will be at no S3D, but you can probably see that the shadow on this chair is messed up. You want to go ahead and use the turn off option. I know it turns off dynamic shadows, but it will be so much better on your eyes and so much more enjoyable. Now, once we're done with this configuration, it's time to go ahead and just enjoy the game world a little bit. Make sure that you go ahead and pick the OK and save feature, not to lose all the settings you worked on right here, or that you check this video again if you ever lose everything. But either way, you can actually just go ahead and close that HUD and start just taking a look at the environment. I have to mention a few issues with the game that will persist throughout most of your play unless they're fixed along the way or that I find better solutions. I will update you on those, of course, part by part as I go, if I improve things. But some shadows, even with the turn off G3D shadows option, some shadows still show and will render wrong. So that's one problem. Second problem is, and I don't have any of this going on in this scene, fortunately, but some edges on objects will produce a shadow out of the left or right eye only, and that shadow will be really low res. It almost looks like a glitch to me right now. I am not sure what is going on with that. But fortunately, I'm not seeing any right now. They're very rare, actually. I saw one in the cryopod, so we're going to be there later. I'm going to take a look at that. And a third problem, and this is the biggest one. After about half an hour to 40 minutes, it's possible that the performance of the game suddenly plummets. I don't know why, and it's a good thing I discovered during my tech run, because now I'll be doing the Let's Play, and I will expect it, so I will regularly restart the game. It's not too much trouble for me. All I have to do is save, close the game, and just immediately restart it without stopping my recording. So it's not the end of the world in that respect. But it will be annoying, unfortunately. I was really disappointed to discover that problem. There appears to be a memory leak in the way it's running in VR. Maybe the game is unaware of its memory limit and just keeps leaking until it's out. And then eventually the game's performance just plummets to like 20% of what it is. And then I gotta restart it in order to get it back. Alright, we've gone through this introduction movie before. I will put it in virtual cinema, but at the same time I want to talk a little bit here. I want to go over a few things that apply to this Let's Play. Actually, mainly one big thing is the control method I use for third-party VR Let's Plays. As you well know, if you're playing a game that's not aware that you're using a headset, your level view can go all over the place. You can end up at some point playing the game with your head like this, and the game thinks that your view is level. This is very unbearable and can actually be extremely disorientating, especially in combat.
In the year 1945,
at the beginning, when I play these games, it gets pretty hard to actually realize and adjust it with the mouse as you're playing. So what I did is I made myself a mouse. I basically bought mechanical mice. I bought 2 of them. And I made a hardware modification to them where one of the sensors, the one that detects up and down motion, is disabled. Effectively blocked. So the mouse only responds to left and right motion. This actually makes sure that my mouse doesn't give unwanted input. The only up-down input the game is receiving is directly from my head. Now, some people could suggest a gamepad to reproduce the same effect, but I really just don't like playing with gamepads. And on top of that, with the gamepad, it's possible the game drifts your pitch anyways, so you'll always need a normal mouse nearby or some method of readjusting your pitch, which I will have. You may see me several times during this gameplay reach for my normal mouse to readjust the pitch. This game has a lot of force camera motion and animations that will change the up and down direction. Based on whether you open a door or you end the dialogue, I may actually end up with my head straight but my character looking down. So I'm going to have to readjust that with the normal mouse, which is a bit further on my desk. And I have the pitch-locked mouse, this mouse, which only responds left-right, which the intent is obviously to only use this mouse because it feels nice and level and the view doesn't freaking go up and down, and I can just play it almost like a real virtual reality game.
For my wife. For my infant son.
From my tech run, I have had to do a lot of readjustments with my normal mouse. That's unfortunate. And again, on the gamepad, it would be the same problem, right? If you go through a door and the game moves the player's head, you're gonna have to go ahead and hit that stick anyway. So we're both having the exact same problem. So I work around it. I've gotten pretty good with it. So let's get into this beautiful, beautiful game. All right, I think we're gonna do the character now. I'm gonna switch mice, actually. There you go.
War never changes.
You're gonna knock him dead at the Veterans Hall tonight, hon.
You think?
Absolutely. Now get ready and stop hogging the mirror.
Right.
Earlier, I spoke of shadows that were kind of wrong. Well, there you go. He's got some on him, and I have the turn off setting, and he's still got shadows on his face that are wrong. So we're gonna see a few of those here and there. There are fortunately not too many. Ah, there we go. Which one is it? GarageBand. There we go. That's pretty simple. Or I could go with something that's more current. Alpha male? What? Really? Now, the first thing, if you have the turn off G3D shadows setting, you will find the inside of the house is very bright. I'll leave it like that though, because everything just works so much better, especially the outdoor area. It will be absolutely amazing to look at. I mean, look at this already from here. Wow. And this is the first time that I run it with my 1368 by 1080 setting and actually stand in here and get a view on the city before it's destroyed. Holy shit. Holy fuck. I can feel the game using a synchronous time warp even with my GTX 1080, but I'll forgive it. There is a lot to render. So you got the baby's room here. Now, this is rendering pretty well. I mean, I know it's a little bright where the walls are white and everything, but this is pretty cool. Let's go say hi to Nora here.
Hey, hon.
Just getting ready.
Yep, as I said in the first impressions video, you look like a wife-scaled wife. So my settings appear to be pretty spot on. Wow.
Good morning, sir. Your coffee. 173.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Brewed to perfection. And today's newspaper just delivered.
More of the same.
More of the same. Isn't there anything about a nuclear attack in that newspaper? Wow. Yeah, this is fucking legit, man. Hello, Nora. Just making sure that all my scales are correct at the same time as I drink it in. You see there's some shadows that are wrong there on the wall.
Oh, sounds like someone made a sticky. I shall attend to young Shaw.
You know, I was nervous at first, but Codsworth's really good with Sean.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. It's the first time I stand here while that happens and just see him swoop by and go there. It's so natural. This is so freaky, this game world. Like the 50s or the 40s even, with some fucking advanced technology. Oh, there's a Vault-Tec truck outside. So all this happens real time. I didn't realize that last time. That the dude, the salesman, actually crosses the street from the other house. I'm gonna ring at the door. There he is. Now's your
Can you
key.
get that? It's probably that salesman. He comes for you every day.
Alright, let's go deal with the dialogue. I'll try not to move my head too much because the dialogue cam is a bit annoying. I do think VorpX turns off the dialogue cam, but it's still, the sensitivity changes and you just don't want to look away from your target.
Good morning. Vault-Tec calling.
Go on.
Go on.
Nice to find you, sir. You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you. I've been trying for days. It's a matter of utmost urgency, I assure you.
I'm here now.
So you
Go
are.
on.
So you are. Now, I know you're a busy fellow, so I won't take up much of your time. Time being a precious commodity. I'm here today to tell you that because of your family service to our country, you have been pre-selected for entrance into the local vault.
Yay!
Vault 111.
Whoa.
Sounds great.
Oh, it is. Believe you me. Now, you're already cleared for entrance in the unforeseen event of total atomic annihilation.
Like what, in 5 minutes?
I just need to verify some information. That's all.
Sure, let's do it.
Splendid. Splendid. Now, let's see.
Alright, this had done in the first impressions. And in my tech run, so I'll have to do it in my head now. Yeah, because it's really annoying. The mouse always wants to take over for... Yeah, the mouse always wants to take over for the keyboard and the UI, and obviously with the head tracking, the game thinks your head is the mouse, so it constantly fights with it. I'm gonna call him Bud, and we're gonna go ahead and accept this guy.
That's everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault. Congratulations on being prepared for the future.
Thanks again.
Hey, it's peace of mind. It's worth a little paperwork, right?
For you and Sean, no price is too high.
Good answer.
I have my moments.
It's just paperwork. Are we getting this for free?
Sean has been changed, but he absolutely refuses to calm down. I think he some of that paternal affection you seem to be so good at.
Oh boy.
You heard Codsworth. Go
You
on.
realize I'm playing this game right now. Right, if you want feces all over the walls, you just ask me to change the diaper. Oh no, it's true. He said he was changed. Okay, then I'm good. I'm good. Hey. Force camera motion!
Two
Yay!
most important men in my life doing. Spin the mobile a bit. He
Ah, I
loves
hate
that.
it when it does that. When you spin the mobile, it does not do that. There you go. Wow.
Hey, how's my little guy? Much better now, huh? Listen, after breakfast, I was thinking we could head to the park for a bit. Weather should hold up.
No wait, bunghole!
Series? Not gonna happen.
Sir, Mom, you should come and see this.
Codsworth, what's wrong?
Followed by flashes, blinding flashes, sounds of explosions. We're trying to get confirmation.
What?
We seem to have lost
What did
contact
he
with our
say?
affiliate stations. We
Oh,
do have coming in. That's confirmed reports. I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York and
Hey, the TV's working better than during the first impressions. Still issues with it, but it's working way better.
Now!
Ah,
I've
cool.
got Sean. Let's go.
Oh, here we go.
Residents of Sanctuary Hills.
Holy Jupiter shit. Oh, even during my tests, it didn't look this good. Holy shit. Holy fuck. With people running everywhere and everything, it looks so fucking real. You look real. Oh, I'm glad I turned the shadows off. I remember all the shadows here were fucked. I'd rather not have them than just not go cross-eye all over the place. This is so much more enjoyable. Wow.
If you're in the vault program, head to the gate. That's absurd. I am
Not on the list.
VorpX.
You don't get in.
I'm going in. You can't stop me. Okay. I'm reporting this.
If you're in the program, step forward. Otherwise, return home.
Oh my god.
Tell me if you're registered. If you're not,
Poor guy.
We're on the list. Infant, adult male, adult female. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Good luck, ma'am. And God help
get
us
to the
all.
vault.
Holy shit.
You two, follow me. Come on.
What's gonna happen to all those people outside the
We're doing
gate?
everything we can. Now keep moving.
I don't know. What's gonna happen to us? Well, I know what's gonna happen to us, but shouldn't you be asking that? Aren't you supposed to not know the
On
answer?
the platform, in the center.
Oh, with the res settings I have right now, this is looking really good. Really,
Almost
really
there.
fucking
We're
good.
gonna be okay. I love you. Both of you.
We love you too.
Oh, fuck! Man, every time I slightly improve settings for this shit, it's the third time I see it. Oh, man! Yeah, bullshit, we survived that. Oh, shit, we survived that. So I'm gonna go ahead and let the game save, and maybe it resets my pitch. Yay, it resets my pitch!
We did it. We made it. We're okay.
Everyone please step off the elevator and proceed up the stairs in an orderly fashion.
No need to worry, folks. We'll get everyone situated in your new home.
There's those edges I
Vault
spoke of at the
111.
beginning of the game.
A better future underground.
So
See that?
Yes, up the stairs.
I can't believe it. If we left a minute later.
No,
We don't
Don't get caught up thinking about that. You're safe now. Everyone, just head up these stairs and through the door there.
Just ignore the whole fact that we're just gonna shut you in cryogenic vaults when we've already saved you and there's no need to do that.
What's going on?
Holy shit. Like,
Get
everybody
everyone
looks
through this
real.
as quickly as possible.
Oh,
Just
fuck.
head up the stairs.
Staring somebody in the eyes and shit. That is fucked up. Fuck the detail.
Just this way.
Mail.
Did you just look at me and say male and that's it?
Take a vault suit, then head down the hall.
Okay, hang on. Hang on.
Female and infant.
I hadn't noticed that the first time.
Good.
Sad.
Over there. Take a suit.
Alright, I'll let her take her suit. We'll wait till it disappears. There you go. Don't give her another suit, give me my suit.
Oh my god. Okay. I can't stop shaking.
Thanks. What now?
Just follow the doctor here. He'll show you where to go.
All right, you three. Follow me.
Don't you?
It's
Don't you
down
need a
the
suit?
hallway right there. This is our new home.
Oh, you're gonna love it. This is one of our most advanced facilities. Not that the others aren't great, mind you. It's gone.
You're lying, right? They're just all the same, the facilities. Like, this is a better facility than all the other ones, but hey,
Oh, we'll be going over all that in
Not really.
orientation. Just a few medical items we have to get through.
Just checking everyone off the list as they come in.
Prepared for the future, right?
You people who say something when I pass by are really weird.
Such a lovely family you have. I hope you'll see this as your new home.
You do know what happens in about 1 minute in this game, do you?
Just step in here and put your vault suit on.
So let's take care of little Sean.
Who's my little guy? I'm not going far. I'll just be over there.
There he is.
Alright.
Daddy's not going
We're
far.
set,
All set?
buddy.
Just step inside and put on your vault suit.
There we go. Force camera motion time again, yay! Hey, the hand models are actually pretty good at this resolution. I don't know if they changed or anything, but
Pressurize you before we head deeper in.
I don't recall that looking as good in 1280 by 1024.
Time for a whole new life.
I said there was an edge in the pod. There it is, in my left eye right now.
Occupant vitals.
Along the window.
Normal. Procedure complete.
Still haven't figured out what to do with that glitch, but it's minor, it's rare, so it's not too prominent. The head tracking during that scene is really, really sensitive, so I'm gonna do my best to try to keep the view centered. It doesn't really apply to any of the rest of the game, so it's not like a setting you can particularly change just for that moment, so I'll just enjoy it as is. Oh, the blurry vision, and it looks like 30 times better.
This is the one.
With my current settings, holy shit, the scene didn't look half as good.
Open it.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I can see so well. Even though they have that blurry vision, I can see detail on her and everything. Through the glass and all that shit. Oh, positional is working. Fuck off for doing that. There's no reason to do that. You could have just punched her or something. I mean, if you want to abuse women with a child in their fucking hands. Fuck you. been like 50 years since he saw his wife get killed and he suddenly just tries to get... Let me out! Dude, you're kind of late. Oh, come on. Don't force the forced camera motion even more than it has to be. So is my pitch centered? It probably isn't. Alright, there we go. Cutscenes are the worst for that. They will almost certainly decenter your pitch. So that's why I always have that mouse nearby.
Come on! There has to be a release!
Poor Nora. Freeze burn. Didn't even last an hour into the fucking game. Now this is gross. I was looking at that during my tech run. Everybody's fucking freeze burned. And now, because of my newer settings, I get to see even more detail on them. I hadn't looked at that before. So there's the terminal here. You can actually see everybody in there. Cryogen. Pod occupant status. Bud. Occupant status unknown. Remote override engaged. I think they all say that. That's what's weird. Shouldn't it say that mine was opened? Because I did open it. I mean, that is what I did. Right, so there's a door here. I think there's tools here, which, you know what? Wasn't sure about these. I know that this game may involve crafting at some point or shit like that, so I'm trying to stock up on shit. Doesn't look like I had a very big limit to my inventory. This is where I hadn't noticed during the first impressions video. There's another room. These guys look even more freeze burned than in the other place. Like, these guys look fucking like... Ew. Man, best service in the universe. Best cryopod service you can get for your money. You guys, good job. Good job. You had one fucking job and you completely, miserably failed. This is another one of these controls there. But yeah, that's a way to take care of, like, it's like, we provide cryopod services. Step 1, have cryopod service fail. Idiots. Oh, inaccessible. Screw your inaccessibility. I'm going somewhere that I may access. I think this, yeah, this. So this is odd. The hand models will still be shitty, apparently, but they are less shitty than they were at 1280 by 1024. I really hope that there is a way to run with a lesser GPU at 1368 by 1080 because it looks much better. I mean, so far everything's a lot better, but I do feel more of a strain on the system. I feel the kind of strain I had with Shadow Warrior on high settings with my 970. It is a pretty demanding game. So I'm going to make sure that my pitch is actually really proper here, because I'll need to look straight down a few times for these little roaches. Oh yeah, that's nice and comfortable now. It feels natural. Alright, so here comes a roach.
Giant roaches? What the hell?
Yeah. Someone was smoking some pretty fat joints right there to leave roaches behind that size. Have roaches here? I don't recall encountering roaches here before I cleaned the place out. Because you know that my save from me actually starts out here, so that's what I use to actually perform the most recent VorpX configuration. If there's an effect that's wrong, it's the electricity. That sucks because lightning looks cool when it's correct in 3D, and the 3D on the lightning is... Oh, poor thing. The 3D on the lightning is completely wrong. That sucks because the lightning actually looks good even in 2D. It would have been cool that it worked properly. Wow, with the fog and everything, my new resolution setting is amazing. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? And take you by surprise. didn't even have time to fucking come to me. Oh yeah, that's the shit. Pick up that meat. For some reason, I don't hear the guy whine like the character in Ark when he's hungry anymore. He has now shut his mouth.
What happened here? Where is everyone?
They're dead, buddy. They are dead. Now this game has the same thing going on as Shadow Warrior did. When you run, the FOV and the 3D depth changes. However, it's much milder in this game, so it's going to cause less problems than it did with Shadow Warrior. Check this out. This is really cool. I was checking this out during the tech runs, trying to adjust everything, see if these were going to be usable. And I find that this terminal says, remember, use of the recreational terminal is a privilege. If work performance declines, aka you suck at work, this privilege may be revoked. Enjoy responsibly. So then I see the top 10. What's the top 10 doing on a terminal? I almost started reading these like I read the coordinates in Solus. And then I hit this. Funny. Like really funny. I'm gonna play a little bit. I'm gonna take a look at this fucking thing. Alright. So, I just gotta make my little Fallout dude walk. Right? This is that. Alright, cool. Oh shit. I went too fast there. Let's give it another shot and get a move on. I just wanted you to see this. So there are mini games in Fallout. Who would have known? Probably everybody but me, because I never played this series before. Alright. Let's go get the princess. Oh shit. Bullshit, I had her. Okay, fuck it. So you get the idea. Those little mini games. Atari style mini games. So yes, I will go ahead and quit the game. I just wanted to show you that. That's fucking funny. So if you have nothing to do while you're playing Fallout 4 in virtual reality, that is probably a sign that there's something wrong with you, but you can go ahead and stop at the terminal and play that little mini game. Thank you guys, thank you for the meat. I like the blood drops in my view that are really exaggerated compared to the actual health I've lost, which is not that bad. Oh, I knew those would work. Oh, the water's fucked, is it? Water stereo? Yeah, it's fucked. It looks good, but it's fucked. I know that doesn't make sense, but try to understand what I mean.
Is this all that's left?
Yep. If I recall properly, the ship went down with the staff. They had a bunch of frozen people here, so like 90% of the people that was inhabiting this place were frozen. And despite that, they still managed not to get along, the few of them that remained awake.
Nice. Coming back later for you.
No hobby pins. I guess I'm gonna need to come back for that later. I did exit the vault once. I've seen what it looks like. And I didn't know if I could come back. I haven't checked yet. So I'm just gonna go as we go. The one thing is I want to open this terminal and show you the final items in the lists. Not necessarily the whole thing, because I already looked at all this during my first impressions video. Confidential, confidential, confidential. Overseer eyes only. Violation VTP 01011. Vault 111 is designed to test the long-term effects of suspended animation on unaware human subjects. Your staff will be on short-term assignment to monitor basic cardiopulmonary and cognitive functions. Long-term monitoring will be handled remotely by VorpX technicians. Under no circumstances is suspension to be disrupted. This includes the administration of life-saving measures. Your staff is also considered expendable. Insubordination or attempts to evacuate prematurely are capital violations. Unused cryogenic pods are the preferred method for cadaver disposal. Ew. The cryolator, which I think is the gun over there? I've long dreamed of making cryogenic freezing available in a portable, on-demand form. The cryolator is my latest attempt. Thankfully, we're no short of supply of the chemicals and components I need to tinker with the prototype. It's a nice way to occupy the time while we wait for the all-clear signal. Vault 111 is classified as a short-term assignment. Non-resident personnel are expected to carry out research duties and basic maintenance of the vault while awaiting the all-clear signal to evacuate. In the absence of an all-clear message from VorpX, the Overseer may elect to evacuate staff after a mandatory shelter period of 180 days of containment. Under no circumstance may Vault 111 staff evacuate during this shelter period unless receiving the all-clear message from VorpX. On that, following a nuclear event, VorpX will monitor hazards such as radiation levels, enemy invasion, subsequent attacks, and other factors. Once conditions are deemed safe, this terminal will receive an all-clear notice. Upon receiving the all-clear notice, VorpX personnel may be evacuated at Overseer discretion. Disregard any notices for organizations or individuals not associated with VorpX, including government and military. Residents are not to be disrupted or evacuated. VorpX will attend to their needs remotely once Vault 111 staff has been evacuated. Let's get back to front page. And we're gonna read Mutiny because that's where the shit goes down for the Overseer. A faction led by the security personnel have turned on me, demanding they be allowed to leave the vault. Idiots! I will not open the door to be irradiated to death out there. I'm consolidating the remaining supplies, putting the staff on lockdown. We're going to have to start prioritizing who deserves what little food we have left. I've been too damn generous with the rations. If people don't like it, well, that's fewer mouths to feed. So yeah, that's where the shit was completely going down there. And I believe I've done this open evacuation tunnel, and I can see that something has just happened right now. You're gonna see it firsthand. The personnel evacuation tunnel is now open. Remind all staff to be orderly and follow shutdown protocols before exiting and resealing Vault 111. Please maintain all staff records and research. Report to your local VorpX superiors for debriefing and further instruction. Alright. Look at the frame rate. Now you cannot see it on my frame rate counter because the asynchronous time warp, believe it or not, is trying to make sense of this, but it should not do so. The bug has taken effect, so how long did that take? That took about 40 minutes to happen. And I have a frame rate that is just unacceptably low. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to actually go ahead and save and restart the game. Anyways, we're approaching a milestone. I was just about to do that. I was planning to do a game restart after reading those logs. So, not bad timing, but it could have waited 5 minutes because it would have restarted anyway. Hello, game. Look at the difference. Hello, game. And it's not like it progressively decreases as I play. It's really, really steady, smooth, and nice. Up until all of a sudden, it's like, holy shit, what happened to the game? So I gotta be careful with that. So I appear to be reloaded. I just saw the cockroaches there. I was about to walk into the pack. Right. Did I just hear a ka-ching? Was that a headshot ka-ching effect? God damn it. Gotta not shoot their head. You gotta shoot them right in the butt, not in the head. Sort of intuitively aim for the head there. I know I missed one, so I just don't want it to sneak up on me while I'm fucking picking up red roach meat. I mentioned during my first impressions video a problem I had where the mouse pitch was stronger than the mouse yaw. It's no longer the case, and I highly suspect it's because of the 4:3 aspect ratio resolution I'm using now. The pitch and yaw axis changes according to your resolution, which is not good, not very good, but at least running in 4:3 like this, which I need to do for VR now, it just works much better. Seriously! Is that money or something? Is that the sound of my own bullet? Okay, during my tech run, there's one that got me. There it is. That's bullshit. That's why it got me. I'm standing here and suddenly there's a cockroach attacking me. I was like, what the fuck?
Is anyone alive? Did anyone get out?
You want to take another walk around the goddamn place and see that...
Am I the only one left?
Yes, you are. Oh, shit. I remember my game freezing here once, and it was during the tech run with the DK2. Yeah, after I did the first impressions video. Let's see if it happens again. Oh, right. Oh, and I remember this being a terrible to look at cutscene. Ow, my eyes. Ow, my eyes. Please put it on and finish this animation. This is not good for the eyes at all. I do not recommend it for anybody. But once he turns it on and has it in front, it's okay. Ah. There we go. Finally. Because now it just looks like 2D VR. It's not as bad as during the animation where it was making me go cross-eyed. Oh, I have to hold the key up and down, and this is where I can finally see my bloody inventory. So I have a security button. I have apparel. A wedding ring. Is that equipped? Oh, let's equip it. Okay. Oh, so that's pretty obvious. Red roach meat. Oh, I just realized something. I've been going fast because I know the place levels by heart now, especially this area, that I fucking forgot to pick up the obvious things here. Ones that I should have known about. So I went ahead and did the ammo here, the gun, the one here, and the ammo, and I forgot the stim packs. Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, I can hit I now, and it brings up my inventory. And then I can go to Stim Pack, take one of those, hit tab, he's going to inject himself, and we're done. That is lovely. The animations, the hand animations are what they are. It's a plague in third-party virtual reality support. What do you want me to tell you? Alright, please game, don't crash. It's been going really well and I like the flow. Alright, if it would have crashed, I would have already done it. It's got stuck before the animation and just started wobbling there. It was like, game?
Vault door cycling sequence initiated. Please, stand back.
Holy shit, it looks like a huge version of the machine they use to start race cars like Formula 1s or Indy cars. That starter machine they connect to the car. It's like basically another engine starting an engine. Oh shit. Holy shit. I'm seeing squares in the god rays. Did I lower their quality? trying to go ahead and ignore that because the game is looking otherwise normal. I did not see these sort of squares in my God rays when I was running at 1280 by 1024. Oh, the light effect is cool though once you're walking right into it. Shit. And there we go, folks. I avoided this scene right here up until very recently, or I was just forced to do it. And anyways, it was all spoiled for me. I avoided this scene as much as possible. And one day I checked out the Fallout 4 trailer. This is about a month after I did the first impressions video with VorpX. I checked out the trailer telling myself, it won't spoil anything for me, right? The fucking thing, first thing it went ahead and did is spoiled me this, the exit outside. So then it was like, oh, well, thank you for doing that. I guess I'll go outside and do my settings there then. So yeah, I've gone end to end from in there all the way to out here already, unfortunately. But still, these are new settings. This is a new headset. This has been already amazing so far, by the way. It just looks phenomenal in this game. I mean, I can't compare this to Shadow Warrior because Shadow Warrior is much older. When I say I can compare it in a way that the VR is running well, it's immersing me, and I'm starting to have fun the more I go. Nah, I'm good. Exit the vault.
Enjoy your return to the surface, and thank you
for
choosing Vault Tech.
It just locks my camera motion right there. I was gonna fucking look up and try to enjoy it. This is when I had initially seen this scene, I was like, aha, that's how you do it. They could not ever have possibly connected the outside world and the underground world together loaded at the same time. It would have been too much. So when I saw the loading thing between, I was like, oh, that's how it happens. All right. See, I gotta wait till that blurry vision wears off. And it wears off and it is so beautiful when it, oh, with this density, this is fucking amazing. Oh, now the trees are gone, so I can see that we're on a waterfront. Oh. It's so gritty. With the DK2, I'd not seen this amount of detail. This is not the way I saw it. This is so much more real. Oh, anything within 250 feet of me looks absolutely, legitimately authentic. This is amazing. I can see the asynchronous time warp, almost struggling even, running the game. I don't really mind though. I mean, I know there's a lot to render. I know I'm running at 1080, but this is, look at what I'm fucking rendering. At 90 frames per second in stereo. Duh. Oh. Oh. Shit. There is one thing I can say, and I've been doing a lot of work on that in these new settings, to improve the edges of objects, to reduce the aliasing in the game. The game world has so much grit, and I don't have MSAA, that it's going to be really hard to get it any better than this. This looks twice as good as what I had with 1280 by 1024. Holy shit, these vehicles, this crane, and everything looks fucking real. Is that what we're gonna do now? We're just gonna have everything look completely real? Oh, I can... Oh, ew. Oh, shit. Oh. I haven't seen this thing. Is there anything in here? So I guess I can't use this terminal. Desk. I think that's spam, but they called it crab. Because it's shit crammed in a can. Man, everything looks legit. Prepare for the future! Good job on that future, guys. Look, hey! No, I gotta, hang on. Oh, everybody was waiting at the gate. Probably including some staff, I guess. Unless magically they just popped up a fucking local nuclear shelter over themselves when it exploded. But, I mean, good job! You guys almost destroyed everything. You managed to destroy almost everything. What if you why didn't you go all in? Why did you not go all in and vaporize everything and everyone to make sure that it would all be over for everybody? I mean, if you had just done it a little harder, things like this bridge would be also gone. You almost destroyed everything. Unbelievable. This looks like a stark fucking contrast from what it was at the beginning of the game, and what's sad is you can recognize it. You can recognize it. You can actually sort of feel a bit for it, even though you've only seen it for a little under an hour. These blood leaves stick out pretty intensively in this. Let's take a few. I'm sure they're going to be important at some point. Cool soundtrack. The sound so far is pretty legit. I'm using the Vive earbuds. Oh man, the view from here. This looks like a picture of like up north from where I live. If you go about an hour up north, there's rivers and forests and everything. This looks like a sort of fall picture with probably symptoms of a nuclear aftermath, but the water reflections are fucked. That sucks. I'll play with that, but I mean, I don't mind them. If they're gonna be fucked, they're gonna be fucked. They're not a major part of the game, so I'll leave them be. Oh man, this is, I've said this a few times when I do VR, and I'm starting to say it more and more with the new headsets, not with the DK2. You know, the light is bright right now and it's reflecting on the ground. You know, if you're like tired and you go outside and you suddenly go from dark to sunlight in one shot? Well, this is hurting my eyes a little bit here. This is actually punching in my eyes and hurting them as if there were sunlight bouncing off the ground going straight in my eyes. Wow. It is the end of the day for me and it's the evening. I'm tired, so I guess it has this nice effect. Oh man. I think I can reach my house from here. It's one or two houses. Oh. That's my house. If it wasn't the room at the other end, which I was standing in earlier, it was my baby's fucking crib right there. And the car was there. Oh. I just saw the objectives show up. That's interesting. Oh, man. Hey, look at that! At least my roof is less leaky than the memory in this game. You know, with that 5 frames per second after half an hour bug? Yeah, I wish that wasn't there. Holy shit! Now it's indoors, outdoors at the same time, and it looks absolutely amazing. Something in front. Cosworth!
As I live and breathe. Oh,
hey.
It's really you.
See what it did there?
Cosworth. What happened to the world?
The world, sir? Well, as Besides our geraniums still being the envy of Sanctuary Hills, I'm afraid things have been dreadfully dull around here. Things will be so much more exciting with you and Mrs. back. Where is your better half, by the by?
I think. You're a robot, so...
They killed her.
Sir, these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you need a distraction. Yes, a distraction to calm this
No, dude, I just...
It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers, or perhaps charades.
Play checkers?
Sean does so love that game. Is the lad with you?
Alright, what's the answer? Cosworth, you are unwell. No, I don't think you get it, buddy, so...
Sean's been kidnapped. But I'm going to find him. I'm going to get my son back.
It's worse than I thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia.
Is that a cigar?
Not eating properly.
In his other hand in the back.
Years will do that, I'm afraid.
$200 years?
Really?
Are you?
Doesn't look like 200 years.
Actually, sir. Or give or take a little.
210?
Rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer. That means you're 2 centuries late for dinner. Perhaps I can whip you up a
We're gonna
snack.
have to put him
You
down.
must be famished.
Codsworth, you're acting
Looking for that option.
a little bit weird. What's wrong?
Oh, sir, it's been just horrible. 2 centuries with no one to talk to, no one to serve. I spent the first 10 years trying to keep the floors waxed, but nothing gets out nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. Nothing. And don't get me started about the futility of dusting a collapsed house. And the car, how do you polish rust?
Poor guy. I actually feel bad with him. Hey, stay with me.
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
I'm afraid I don't know anything, sir. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry.
Oh shit.
I thought for certain you and your family were dead.
No.
I did
Well,
find
actually,
this holotape.
partially yes.
I believe the missus was going to present it to you as a surprise. But then, well, everything happened.
A holotape? What's on it?
I believe it's a private message for you. My etiquette protocols would not permit me to play it for myself. Any standard holotape reading device should be able to play it back. Oh, like that Pip-Boy on your arm.
Ah.
That should work brilliantly.
Cool.
Now, enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood together? Mrs. and young Sean may turn up yet.
All right. Lead the way.
Proud to serve, sir.
Okay, before, I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna make sure that the game is reloaded before I embark on my journey with Cosworth. Alright, as I follow my buddy around here.
Another fun to bash.
Oh shit.
I was just getting warmed up.
Holy shit, he swats bugs.
Sir, they're really gone, aren't they?
Hang on, hey. So every time I nudge into Cosworth, it thinks I want to do the dialogue, so it locks my mouse onto him. And this is a bit annoying. So, blood flies. appear to fall in 2 segments. Except that one.
Sir,
I'm not looking at you. So what do we do here?
Codsworth.
Sir, the missus and young Sean, they aren't here.
Sean's out there, Codsworth. I need to find him.
What about Concord, sir? Plenty of people there. And last I checked, they only pummeled me with sticks a few times before I had to run back home.
There's still people alive in Concord?
Yes, although they're a bit rough. You remember the way? Just across the southern footbridge, out of the neighborhood, and past the Red Rocket Station?
Oh shit.
I shall remain here and secure the home.
Okay, cool. I will continue exploring, so don't go too far. And this is not our house, by the way. Can you go secure our house? What if society is reinstated? I want my house back. You hear me, Cosworth, or... No. Oh, there was another place with kids. Oh, wow. Well, they had a very beautiful view in their backyard, eh? Wow. Poor little neighborhood. It was so cute in here. Fuck. So much attention to detail everywhere. These beautiful little houses. And it's all destroyed. All fucking to pieces. Now, I had to actually check a setting while I reloaded the game. I think I heard Cosworth over here killing more blowflies. Or what are they called? Bloat flies? Whatever they are called. I think he was actually doing some racket in here. So let's see what we got here. Cigars. If that was a cigar in Cosworth's hand, well, he sure is going to be happy. Alright, so I guess he didn't find anything. Nope, nothing in the desk. Cabinet, nothing. Okay, so you see it on the highlight marker when there is something in there. So. Now, on the format I'm going to be doing these Let's Plays in, the videos will be the hour-long format as I've typically done it so far on the channel with the Let's Plays. However, I am opening the door to playing longer than an hour. Am I declaring this to be a VR marathon type Let's Play? No. However, I'm leaving myself the option for parts to be a little longer than an hour. And as it goes along the series, maybe I'll start doing really big sessions when I record a part. I'm expecting this game to hang somewhere between Shadow Warrior and Ark in terms of play duration. So, 2 hours at most, I would say, for one session, drilled down to an hour. But this would vary more. This would not be like the marathon thing where it's established that it has to be this big-ass Let's Play. Or it won't be like Shadow Warrior where I really tried to keep my playtime down to an hour. In fact, I've already overrun this part. I'm not saying I may have overran this part a little bit. I'm saying I have massively overran this part already. Is this where he was? What? Oh man, that one spooked me and it's the fake one. Hey! Thank you, Cosworth. So... bloat fly meat acquired. Oh. Let's take everything. Maybe I can actually get some new clothing. Get out of this Vault Tech outfit. Dog bowl. I don't need... Oh! I know that there's going to be a dog later in the game, so I'll go ahead and grab that. Wow. Oh, this is not going to get old for a long time, is it? This is so nice. And like I said earlier, there's so much grit in the world that how can you not have problem with the edges? What really hurts this game is that it doesn't have its own MSAA. Multi-sample anti-aliasing would be really useful for this game. And because it doesn't have that, I have to do this pixel squeezing trick with the VR. And I have to use a little bit of FXAA, and even there it's not quite spot on. I wish I had another 20-25% more density in the image to get rid of shimmering and aliasing along the edges. It's really not that bad though. With 1280 by 1024 is about twice as much problems with edges in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching Stereo 3D Productions and this brand new Let's Play series of Fallout 4. Using VorpX to power the virtual reality and the HTC VIVE as the main headset. I said earlier I'm leaving a door open to later on revisiting this game with the Oculus Rift CV1 and again VorpX. However, for now I want to focus on the Vive and get that version running as best as I can. And so far we have something phenomenal on our hands. And I think this Let's Play is finally well underway. I apologize for the beginning being so long, but this is part 1 of a third-party VR Let's Play. So I want to go through the entire technical thing in one shot so that we don't have to do it bit by bit along the play or interrupt ourselves. If someone asks now, there is a part in the Let's Play that will feature my latest settings. If I ever do big changes to those settings, I will do another overhaul. This will likely not happen until part 4, maybe 5, and past that. I would like to avoid doing that as much as possible because it takes up a good part of the beginning of the Let's Play episode where I do that. So, thanks for watching, people. This has been absolutely incredible. I really do hope to see you soon in the next part.